Good morning guys and welcome to Ranger Fit session 9, and in today's session we're going to be looking more at some animal movements. But to start with, let's go into our 5-minute warm-up. Alright, before we go into those animal movements, we're going to start with some core activation. So get yourself into the top of the press up position, and from there you're going to bring your right knee up to your left elbow, followed by your left knee to your right elbow. So crossing underneath your body, and we're going for 30 seconds. Alright, we're then going into our side plank crunches. So if we go onto our side plank, resting on the left arm, we're then going to bring our left leg to our right knee and meeting in the middle and then back out again. Going for 30 seconds on this side, keeping the hips driven up throughout the whole movement. Once those 30 seconds are up, we're just going to hold that side plank, driving the hips up, holding the position, nice static hold. We're then just going to work the opposite side, so a minute on this side, 30 seconds doing the crunches, followed by a 30-second hold. Really hitting into your obliques with this one, but remember to keep those hips driven up throughout the whole movement. Alright, once you've done the 30-second side plank hold, you're then going to roll round into the half sit-up position, and from that position we're going to start performing flutter kicks with the legs. And we're going to go for 30 seconds, trying to stay in that half sit position throughout the whole movement. If you need to, just pop your hands down onto the floor to give you a little bit of extra stability. Alright, once those 30 seconds are up, you can either rest if you're finding it tough, or you're going to hold the half sit position for another 30 seconds. And at the end of this 30 seconds, we're going into our Russian twists. With our Russian twist then, hand comes down by your side, looking over your shoulder as your hand comes down, and then repeating on the other side. You can either put your feet on the floor if you're struggling, or try and elevate your feet to take away a bit of stability. Alright, our first animal movement is our scorpion press-ups. So we're going to start in the top of the press-up position, but you're going to bring your right leg up into the air. So as you start to come down into the bottom of the press-up position, you're going to squeeze your glutes so that your right leg comes over the top of your left butt cheek or your left glute. Then you're going to push back up and return to center. Then you're going to repeat on the other side. If you're struggling with the press-up movement, I just want you to work on the leg movement. So squeeze that right glute so it comes over the top of the left one and vice versa. And we're going to do 2 sets of 30 seconds with 30 seconds rest in between. Right, we're going into our 8 walks now. So you need to set a marker out for this one. So try and aim for about 8 meters, but just work with the space that you've got if you don't have that available to you. And you're going to be in the top of the press-up position. From there, our hips nice and high. We're going to have our legs on the right-hand side of our arms, and then we're going to jump the legs over to the left-hand side. And shuffle the arms across and keep moving forward in the direction of the marker. Once you get there, head back and repeat the movement in the opposite direction. We're going to go 3 reps of this, guys. There and back 3 times. I've slowed these movements down so you can see them, guys, but we're now going into our spider hops or our spider walks. So we're going to straddle the legs nice and wide and straddle the arms nice and wide. And keeping that core tight, we're going to jump forward with both hands and both feet at the same time, springing forward as far as you can, and then working that movement in reverse, so coming back again. If you can't jump, I just want you to walk it forward. And we're going 3 sets, there and back 3 times. Alright, we're now going into our scorpion squat thrust. So in the squat thrust position, squeeze through the glutes and drive that right leg as high as you can. From there, you're going to drive the left leg forward, so your knee comes into your chest and then back out again. And we're going to go 20 seconds on each leg with 10 seconds rest in between. And it's going to be 4 sets on each leg. Remember to squeeze through the glutes to keep that leg as high as we can throughout the whole movement. If you're struggling to do that movement, we're just going to go for normal squat thrust, but we're going to jump them out to the side. So both knees come out to the right hand side, back to center, in through the middle, back to center, and then out to the left hand side. And you're just going to do 20 seconds with 10 seconds rest, repeating that same exercise. Once you've done that to about, we're now going into some static holds. And our first one, I'm going to name the flamingo hold, seeing as we're in animal mode. You're going to come up on the right leg, left leg's going to come up off the floor and bent. Then you're going to bend the right leg slightly, squeezing the shoulder blades together to keep that back nice and straight, and you're going to hold. And we're going to see if we can hold that position for 1 minute, guys, or as long as you can. If you need to come out of it and rest for the remainder of the minute, then do so, but we're aiming for 1 minute. Once you've done 1 minute or as close as you can to 1 minute, we're going to shake the legs out and then we're going to repeat on the other side. So left leg bent, right leg up, also bent. As you lean down into that position, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold for a minute or as long as you can for that minute. Right, we're now going into our lizard holds. So we're going to bring our left arm forward, and then we're going to bend down into the bottom of the press up position. As you do so, you're going to bring your right knee up to your right elbow, and you're going to hold that position as if you was about to do the lizard movement. We're going to hold for 1 minute, guys, or as long as we can for that minute. Keep the core engaged and keep breathing throughout. All right, once you've done that, we're changing sides. So the right arm's going to come forward and then our left knee is going to come up to our left elbow. And again, hold in for as close to a minute as you can. Now, being in this position is really going to help strengthen up the bottom of our press up position and will help us work on that pushing strength. Fantastic work, guys. That is it. Ranger Fit session 9 is done. Just spend the next 5 minutes doing your cool down as usual. You're doing amazing, guys. We've got a tough one for you for session 10. So get your mindset on, heart of a lion, and let's go. See you tomorrow.